Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel where I talk about sex and productive health. This is your girl Duba, and today I'll be answering a question that was sent to my inbox yesterday, which is quite interesting. Now, the main reason why I'm answering this question is because of the last part of the question that has to do with some, health risk involved in certain practices. Okay, so I'm going to read the question, then I'm going to answer it, and so probably you may also actually be curious about some of these things. So I'm going to encourage you to actually listen and yeah. So let me read the question. Hi Akuya, I'm sure you've heard of the trending video and probably watched the trending video of the lady who had a threesome with 3 guys. Boss, I've heard about it because it's trending, but I haven't watched the videos. I beg you, I haven't watched them, okay? But I've heard about it, okay? Now, Akuya, to my question, why do people involve themselves in such acts? And how is it done? Do the guys do each other too, or they all take turns, or do it together? Like how? Now to my last question, what are health risks involved in such acts? Okay, so before I answer the questions, let me correct something. So you said that a trending video of a lady involved in a threesome with 3 guys. So when it happens like this, it's a foursome because it was 4 people involved in the sexual acts. 4, so it's a foursome. A threesome would be 1 like lady and 2 guys, or 1 guy and 2 ladies. Okay, so it's 3 people involved, but in this case it's 4 people involved in the act, so it's a foursome, not a threesome. Okay, so it could be 2 guys and 2 ladies, or 1 guy and 3 ladies, or 1 lady and 3 guys, whatever be the case. So it's a foursome. I just wanted to correct that. So anybody saying it is a foursome. Okay, now to your first question, let me actually explain what is a foursome. I think I've already explained it. Foursome basically is a group sex which involve 4 people of different genders. That could be boys, girls together. Okay, so that's a foursome for those who probably not know what it is. Now, why do people involve themselves in a foursome? Okay, so people would involve themselves in a foursome for various reasons. It could be to fulfill a sexual fantasy. In fact, a lot of research and case studies have been done across the world, and they actually found out that a lot of people do really fantasize about a threesome and foursomes and all that stuff. Okay, now I think Lamila in 2018 did a case study with about 4,175 people, and they found out that only 5% of these people, or 5% of men, have never had any fantasy of a threesome fantasy, and about 18% of women had never had a threesome fantasy. Aside that, all others have actually fantasize about a threesome or foursomes. Okay, so it's quite a common fantasy with a lot of people, just that a lot of people don't actually get to experience the fantasy. So some people will do just to fulfill a fantasy. Okay, another reason would be for exploration and varieties. Probably it's those in committed relationships who have been in long-term relationships, in marriages, at a point feel that their sexual lifestyle has become boring, so they want to try new things, and they may want to try a threesome and foursome to spice or change things up. That is another reason why people would want to involve themselves in this kind of practices or acts. Okay, another reason why somebody would want to even do this is probably because their partner wants to do it. So assuming your partner has a sexual fantasy, the partner may employ you, like beg you, okay, or try and convince you to involve in this act. Now, I wouldn't advise you to do it because your partner wants to do it if you're not comfortable with it. Okay, so but that's another reason why some people do it. They just want to make their partners happy. Okay, another reason could be is a lifestyle. Probably the environment you grew up in, the home you grew up in. You've seen maybe your friends or some relatives or something involve themselves in it, so there's nothing new about it, there's nothing weird about it. So another reason why people may want to involve themselves in such an act. Some people also want more, or want to enhance the sexual pleasure, because to them, if one person can give so much pleasure to them, they imagine doing it with multiple people. They are assuming that the pleasure is going to be more. That's another reason why people would want to involve themselves in threesomes and in foursomes. Okay, so yeah, these are some of the reasons why people actually do these things. Now let's get to another question. How is it done? So I don't want to teach how it's done because it would be like I'm encouraging people to go do it, but then they don't do it like together. How do I put it? And so with this kind of practice, like a foursome, they want to take turns. Probably guy A will be penetrating, guy B will be given a blowjob, and guy C may be given a hand job all at the same time. Okay, so after guy A is done, guy B may be the next to penetrate and Yeah, so that's how they take turns in the penetration, and probably some will be giving blowjob or hand job alongside. So that's how it's done. So yeah, they take turns in pleasuring themselves. Yeah. Now, we were asking if they also do, the guys may do themselves. So when it comes to threesomes and foursomes, it doesn't mean that the guys or the ladies are gays or lesbians. It could be that they are straight, so they may not do themselves, but in cases where they are gays, they may do themselves as well. So it depends on their sexual orientation. Okay, now to the last and probably the most important question: what are the health implications when it comes to threesomes and foursomes? So the first and probably the most important health implication is the transmission of STIs. Okay, that is the HIV, the gonorrhea, the syphilis, the chlamydia, and all the STIs out there. There's a huge probability of it being transmitted among like each other or among yourselves. Okay, so assuming the lady or guy A has any STI that is left untreated, and you guys don't use any form of protection. Now, guy A has unprotected sex with the lady, guy B also comes to do it, and guy C comes to do it. There's a likelihood, there's a higher chance of you all being infected with this STI. What makes it more dangerous is the fact that probably one of these guys may also have a partner somewhere that he also has unprotected sex with. So at the end of the day, he's going to get the infection here and go and give it to that partner. And if that partner also has another partner, then the cycle just continues like that. Okay, so it's usually advised that if you want to involve yourself in such acts, you have to do it in the safer way. Use condoms. And in using condoms, you see, when guy A is done and guy B comes and guy C comes, when guy A decides to go for another round, he's supposed to change his condom. Not use the same condom he used in the first round. Okay, so condoms have to be changed for each round. Okay, so doing it raw is very dangerous. So please use condom if you want to even involve yourself in such an act. Now, the second implication of these things is pregnancy. The lady could get pregnant and wouldn't know who is responsible for this pregnancy because they all had sex with her on the same day. Luckily enough, DNA tests could, help solve this issue, but the brouhaha, the wahala you have to go through to get all three guys to, do the DNA test. Charlie? Yeah. So the next implication of the next thing could be, legal and, privacy issues. Okay. In this case, this trending video is out there. People are watching it. So at the end of the day, these ladies' private whatever issues are out there for people to discuss, and so it could lead to legal issues between herself and the guys and all that stuff. So that's another thing that you should look at. Another health implication is guilt. That is mental health. So especially when it happens like you did it because you wanted to please your other partner, you could finish and then end up feeling very guilty because initially you didn't want to do it. You did it to please your partner, and now you're not really happy about what you did, so you're feeling very guilty about the whole thing. So you shouldn't do it because you want to please your partner. You may end up feeling really guilty. Now then we have the emotional attachment. You see, sexual intercourse has a way of leading to some emotional attachment with one of the people. So you may do threesome with people and one was your boyfriend, but unfortunately you may have some sort of attachment towards the two other guys, which may lead to you maybe wanting more from him in particular, and could lead to cheating, and now your boyfriend is going to have sex with you or your husband is going to have sex with you and not really enjoying it because now you feel you need that other person to actually enjoy whatever that is going on. So these are some of the health implications and implications that comes with threesomes and foursomes. Okay, so especially when it comes to the privacy issues, mostly when it comes out, the guys are not really shamed or stigmatized, but the ladies are those who go through this guilt, and some even try to harm themselves, especially when they didn't know they were being videoed and all that stuff. So yeah, I hope I've answered these questions, and I hope at the end of the day you've learned something, and I hope the health implications will help you weigh the negative and the positive when it comes to trying to evolve in things like this. Yeah, so if you have any question that has to do with sex, reproductive health, weird things you've heard out there, you could send them to my Facebook Messenger, Ekuya Duba, and I'm going to answer them, and you're going to learn something out of it. So as I come your way again, please take care and stay safe, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Bye.